Namaste students. I am Dr. Aziz Mohammed Khan from Department of Food and Biotechnology, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jyoti Vidyapith Women's University. Today I am going to discuss about the topic identification of blood groups. The subject name is Immunotechnology Lab and the discipline is Food and Biotechnology. The topic belongs to the BTech FBT 12th trimester and integrated BTech FBT MTech 12th trimester. So, first, what are the blood groups? In humans, there are different kinds of blood groups. Every human have a particular kind of blood group, which are completely dependent of their genetic organization. These blood groups are specific to each human. If suppose if a human has a blood group A, then the human can receive the blood group only from the another human containing the same kind of blood group, because if we uh, take the blood group from another kind of blood group, then these two kind of blood group will agglutinate each other and the human will die. So we are going to study about the blood grouping and what are the principle behind the blood grouping. The theory of blood grouping was given by the Landsteiner, and he gave a specific law, that is the Landsteiner law. So what does the Landsteiner law says? If an antigen is present on a patient's red blood cells, the corresponding antibody will not be present in the antibody's plasma under normal condition. So what is the theory of the Landsteiner says that if an antigen of red blood cell is present, then corresponding antibody will not be present. It means if we have antigen A, if we have blood group A, then we will have antigen A, but we will not have antibody B. Okay, this is not will be corresponding antibody. Okay, if we have antigen A, then we do not have antigen B. We must have some another antibody, but not the corresponding same kind of antibody, because if we have antigen A and antigen B, antibody B, sorry, if we have antigen A and antibody A, then these two will agglutinate each other and the human will die immediately. So there are four kinds of blood groups. Okay, A, B, AB, and O. According to Landsteiner law, if we have particular kind of antigen, then we cannot have a particular kind of antibody. Okay, so if we have blood group A, then we have antigen A, but we have antibody B. Okay, if we have blood group B, then we have antigen B and antibody A. But if we have blood group AB, we have both antigen AB, but do not have any kind of antibody. And if we have blood group O, then we have both antibody, anti-A, anti-B, but do not have any kind of antigen. So in the blood grouping test, what is clearly indicating? it is indicating that if I have a blood group and I have antigen A in my blood group, then I have anti blood group A. If I have antigen B, then I have blood group B. If I have antigen AB, then I have an blood group AB. But if I do not have any kind of antigen, then I have blood group O. Okay. So the Rh factor is another thing which indicate that the blood will be Rh positive and Rh negative. So these red blood cell have these kind. If we have type A blood group, then we have this antigen. If we have type B blood group, then we have B antigen. If we have type AB blood group, then we have AB antigen. And if we have RBC of blood group O, then we do not have any kind of antigen. So the same thing is here. If blood in blood group A, we have antigen A. In blood group B, we have antigen B. In blood group AB, we have antigen AB. And B in blood group O, we have antigen no antigen blood. But if we have blood group A, then we have anti B, not the anti A. If we have blood group B, we have anti A. If we have blood group AB, we do not have any kind of antibody. And if we have blood group O, then we have both anti A and anti B. So because of the antigen, because we have no and because the blood group O do not have any kind of antigen, the blood group O is told to be as a universal donor. And because blood group AB have both antigen anti A and anti B, they are said to be universal a recipient. So we are going to the slide test of the ABO blood group typing. In the slide test, what we do, we have anti A, anti B, and anti D. These are the this is the antibody A, this is antibody B, and this is the antibody D. They are actually the monoclonal antibody which are specific for particular kind of antigen, such as this anti A is specific only for the antigen A. Okay, this anti B is specific for the anti antigen B, and this anti D is specific for the antigen D. So what we do before the experiment, the test must be done in the room temperature, and tubes slats must be dry. Antisera should be always be added before adding cells. Okay, first we add the antisera, and the result should be recorded immediately. After observation, hemolysis is interrupted as positive result. So what we must do, we must immediately take the results, because if we do not take the results may vary. So first we take the blood sample. Okay, then we uh, drop the antisera here. Okay, we drop the antisera in the blood in that a clean test slide. Then we add blood. We add blood. Okay, we are adding here blood, and we must mix these bloods using a sterile needle. Okay, we mix the blood. After mixing, what we get, if we have a blood group A, then there will be a agglutination here. Okay, this is the agglutination anti A, because in antibody antigen in the blood group A there is a antigen A, but if we drop the specific antibody, that is the anti A, then it will be agglutinate and our blood group will be A. Similarly, if we have blood group D, if we have blood group A positive, then we must say that there is agglutination here. Okay, because they are specific. If agglutination occurs after adding anti-D anti-sera, then we can conclude that our blood group is positive, not the negative. If here we do not find any kind of agglutination, we can say that we have blood group A negative. We are not finding any kind of agglutination here, so our blood group is A positive. Okay, A positive. If we also find the blood agglutination here, same kind of agglutination, then we could say that we have at blood group AB positive. So in the sample number 2, what we get, we do not find any kind of agglutination here. Okay, there is no agglutination, but in the in this blood sample, what we get that there is a agglutination here. Okay, agglutination here, and also agglutination in the by adding after adding the AD anti-AD. Okay, so what we conclude that our blood group is B positive, because we have seen the agglutination after adding anti B. It means we have antigen A, antigen B, and we have added anti B, so we have the agglutinate each other, and results in that we our blood group is anti our blood group is B positive. So there are there are some other slides which can indicate that what should we do. So first we again repeat the procedure. First we uh, clean our finger with alcohol, and pass the finger with a sterile lancet and place the blood in the uh, place the blood on the slide, and we have already added the anti-serum that are the anti-A, anti-B, and anti-D. So we mix the blood to each other and observe the results. If we have blood group A, if we have blood group A, then what we find that there is agglutination here. And if we have blood group A positive, then we also get the agglutination here. So what is does it indicates that we have blood group A positive. Okay, but if we find that we have added anti B, and we analyze that there is agglutination after adding anti B and after adding D, then we can conclude that our blood group and is B positive. But when we add our blood group and 3 drops, we add 3 drops of our blood group, and in the first drop we get the agglutination. In the second drop we also get the agglutination. In the third drop, we also get the agglutination. So what we can conclude that our blood group is AB positive, because in the AB blood group there are both antigens A and B. So the both of them will agglutinate with the antisera A and B. So that is the blood group AB positive. And as we know that there is no antigen in the uh, blood group O. There is no antigen in the blood group O. So the antisera A and antisera B will not bind to blood sample. So if this is the sample of the blood group O, and there is no antigen. Okay, so there will be no agglutination because there is no antigen. So what we can conclude that the blood group is O negative. The blood group is O negative. This is the normal blood sample. Okay, we dropped three drops. Okay, one, two, three drop of each blood sample. Okay, this sample number 1, sample number 2, sample number 3, and sample number 4. In the sample number 1, we find we added 3 drop. In the sample number 2, we added 3 drops. In the sample number 3, we added 3 drops, and similarly we added 3 drops, and we mixed the antisera to each sample. And after mixing, we get this result. Okay, we get this result, and which can indicate that we have these kinds of blood groups. Okay, sample number A, sample number 2, sample number 3, and sample number 4, which are the exact example of blood group A, blood group B, blood group AB, and blood group O. So in the slide number 1, what we got, what we got, this is the slide number 1. What we got, we have anti, we added anti A. We do not have anti agglutination on anti B. We get the agglutination after anti D. So what is the blood group? And BA positive. In the B, in the second number slide. Okay, what we get? What we get? No agglutination here, but agglutination in the second and third drop. So anti-A, after adding anti-A, no agglutination. After adding anti-B, agglutination occurs. So the blood group is B positive. In the third, what we get? Agglutination in the 3 slides. All the 3 drops, all the 3 drops in the slide. Sample number 3, all the agglutination in the all of the blood drops. So here we are identified that there are anti adding after adding anti-A, agglutination occurs. After adding anti-B, agglutination occurs. After adding anti-D, agglutination occurs. So blood group is AB positive, but we do not find any agglutination in the O blood group. Okay, what is the interpretation? Agglutination observed when the blood is mixed with anti-A reagent when blood group is A. Agglutination observed when the blood group is mixed with anti-B reagent and the blood group is B. Agglutination observed when we add both anti-A and anti-B reagent and the blood group is B positive. If no agglutination is observed and the blood group is O. If agglutination observed when blood group is mixed with anti-RD reagent, then the individual is said to be positive Rh factor. If we do not get any agglutination after adding the anti-RHD reagent, then we can say that the blood group is negative Rh factor. So here our video is over here, and we will meet in another video tutorial.